Why?
Raw review for before Survivor Series 2014. Here's Chris Coury, the future.
Hello.
Jump on in.
Hello. Well, as you know, Survivor Series is Sunday. And it's the build-up between Cena and the Authority. And we start with possibly what I thought was an interesting start to Raw. When Ziggler was right beside Cena, and he keeps saying that he wants Team Authority out. It's not going to happen. But the Authority keeps insisting, they're going to win, which they will. They will. And it ended up with Ziggler being in a match against the newest quote-unquote team player, Luke Harper.
Yeah, which was surprising that they made it a title match for the IC title. So just that made me stand up a little bit. Just sit up from my seat. That was arguably the best part of the night for me. The match itself was awesome.
It was good, yes. But there was, the Authority gets away with everything, and they attacked Ziggler. Thank God, by the way.
Before the even match starts.
Yeah, which was good because it shows you how dominant the Authority is.
Yeah. And they want to keep Ziggler strong by making it,
It was good to see that they kept the Authority intact, and they want to weaken Team Cena, which I think is the best idea ever. Get them weak, get them vulnerable, and beat the living crap out of them come Sunday. End result, Luke Harper becomes your new Intercontinental Champion, which I think is awesome.
Luke Harper is nobody saw this coming. I didn't. I honestly didn't.
No, I didn't.
It was a good match, and to see him holding the title was shocking.
Like I said before, they were going to break away from the Wyatts, and they were going to give him a title. So they gave one a title. Which is great. Which is, I think, fantastic.
It's a good change to who had the IC title. The IC title's been, the same people's been having it for how long? Because even the people that had it before Ziggler and before The Miz, it was kind of the same guys that had it before. Was it Wade Barrett? It's just kind of like they're just handing her, it's your turn. Hot potato with the belt. Somebody new has the belt, which is awesome.
Yeah, a former Wyatt member.
And congrats to the Wyatts actually spawning off to doing their own thing, because I thought that this was going to take a while for Luke Harper to actually do anything.
Now the question is Eric Rowan going to get a title? If Luke Harper has one, is Eric Rowan going to get one?
I think Eric Rowan is the weakest member of the Wyatts in every way.
You don't think he's going to get a title?
I think he can, but not anytime soon. His character's not built enough. And he's just out of Luke Harper and him. Luke Harper is the stronger all around. He has better expressions on his face. He's better in the ring. He's just better all around. I think Eric Rowan's going to be lost in the mix. And I could be completely wrong, because I remember saying to you on one of the shows that Seth Rollins may end up being a jobber. I remember you made
I remember that.
And then you said interesting. And I was completely wrong about that.
And look what they made him.
Seth Rollins is on top with the Money in the Bank contract.
When the hell is he going to cash in?
That's another discussion, but hey, maybe Eric Rowan is going to be cool and prove me wrong. I don't know.
I would like to see him, and I think he can go for the United States title. I think he could be the one that beats Rusev. I really do.
Nah. Yeah. That's at least a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, but who would you rather see in the hands of? A Russian? Or an American?
Because it's that simple, right?
We have problems with the Russians.
Which makes entertaining television.
Yeah, but how often are you going to hear this stupid...
I think you like boredom. I think you like...
It's something... It's different because, yes, you gave it to an international guy who we all hate to death. But...
That's you.
But you give a title to Harper, Why not give him a title? Why not give Eric Rowan the United States title?
Because he don't deserve
You're
it.
branching off the Wyatts. You got one for a title, give him a title. And the only title I can think
That
of...
only makes sense to you because that's what you want.
I see it. I see fit.
I don't think Eric Rowan should have a belt or will have a belt.
He will have a belt.
Not within a year, at least.
No, I'm not saying within a year. I'm saying sometime in the years to come.
He needs to develop his character and his skills way more before they give him a shot. Luke Harper is way beyond.
But look at it this way: they were almost tag team champions. Remember that
in a dark match, they won the tag team title.
But that got reversed, though.
Yeah, because, it's not on television, so it don't count.
It doesn't count. Well, they could change a title at a house show, but you barely see it.
Mm.
So if they were almost tag team champions, who's not to say they can give Eric Rowan a title? They gave him a title in the past.
There's always one person that's stronger than the other.
You look at it this way. Luke Harper has now had 2 titles. Well, one.
You're gonna count the fake.
Yeah, if you want to count it that.
Tag team title matches.
Well, they had their hands on it. So basically, for that time being, they were tag team champions until the reversal came down. So if you look at it tentatively, he has 2 titles. Rowan had the same thing too, tentatively. So who's not to say they can give him the United States title? That's just my opinion.
I don't want it. I don't want Eric Rowan to have a belt.
He's
lucky he's even on the roster.
He'll get one. I think once he develops his talent a little bit better, I think he'll get it. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens.
Definitely. What else we got, man? 'Cause I think that was the best part of Monday Night Raw.
Oh, then you had the Big Show versus Sheamus.
Anything with Big Show is putting me to sleep.
But what was interesting was the fact that Stephanie said the winner of that match would get a world title shot. Now, that match ended in a no DQ because it was a setup.
Yeah, they just wanted
to weaken the Team Cena.
And to also get in their head and divide the team. They're kind of messing with them because they're supposed to be united and they're like, you guys have to fight. The best part of it was Stephanie McMahon. I'm tired of Big Show. Like, what else you got, Chris?
The ballot, Nikki versus Brie in that.
Oh yeah, she came out as AJ Lee.
As AJ.
And I got all excited because I love AJ Lee, and it was Brie Bella. She doesn't do it justice. She can't do the skip. She had no enthusiasm. I guess she was going with being miserable on purpose.
Yeah.
But it was cool in that sense.
That Brie got the win thanks to AJ distracting Nikki.
Yeah,
I think that's what's going to happen Sunday when Brie distracts Nikki and AJ retains the Divas title.
Or maybe Nikki's gonna
No.
win.
No. Because if you think of it this way, Brie's only got about 6 to... They said 8 days. So it's that Monday after Survivor Series that Brie is no longer the Bella. But what a better way for Brie to get retribution on her sister than a Survivor Series Sunday to screw her out of winning the Divas title.
I'd rather Nikki win.
I don't think she's not ready for it.
I'm telling you, she's ready for it, man.
No, she's not.
Her finisher's awesome.
The rack attack.
She's better than Brie Bella is.
Anybody's better than Brie Bella.
And this is going to lead to WrestleMania 31. I'm telling you, man. Nikki with the belt. Brie beats her sister for the belt. I said this the other week. That's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, this is a big disappointment.
It's not.
This whole Nikki Bella Brie thing is not paying off.
It's not.
So...
It's not going to work.
AJ Lee, she don't need a belt because she's that charismatic. She doesn't need the belt. The belt doesn't make her. She is her own entity.
Right.
So I think Nikki Bella having the belt will boost her up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see it come Sunday. But there's one little thing I want to get into is that 8-man tag team match with Miz Dow, and the Dust Brothers, or the Cosmic Weirdos as they like to call them, against Matadors and the Usos. Did you notice one thing throughout with that match? That when Mizdow wanted to be tagged in and he didn't get tagged in, the crowd booed him.
That's on purpose, though. That's kind of it's cool. They're leading this on. They can't just. I hate when they give us the payoff way too early. This is a good example that they're doing a good job, because I don't want to see this payoff in a month. I would be upset because it's kind of like it's all for nothing.
Right. Just
like if they gave Daniel Bryan the belt in Royal Rumble. That wouldn't have meant as much as WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania is the showcase, so you want to wait till that. What I think is going to happen, because Sunday you got that fatal 4-way for the tag team titles, I still think Miz and Mizdow are going to win the titles.
That'd be cool. I agree that's pretty cool. But the only reason I say that may not happen is because Goldust and Stardust are working as heels. So is Miz and Mizdow. More Miz than Mizdow. I don't know. It's usually, maybe it could happen, but I think traditionally it usually goes from babyface to heel to
I still think it's going to happen, because
I think it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
But I don't know when it's going
to happen. I think it's going to happen Sunday, because I think that's going to push them. That's going to give them the pop they need. Maybe to turn good.
I think that they could do a good babyface run, and then later on, Miz turns on him saying, I'm tired of being overshadowed by my stunt double. And then he turns on him after they lose the belts or whatever. But yeah, I agree. That's pretty cool. That's the only team, to be honest, that it will be exciting to have a tag team. Like, that's the only team that will be exciting for the tag team championship.
Yeah, you can't.
Nobody else I'm really excited
The Usos already had it.
They had it.
The Cosmic Nutjobs have it. And do you want to give it to a bunch of bullfighters?
No, please.
Primo and Epico?
Oh, please do not. Please do not give it to them.
The only team I see winning it is Miz and Mizdow.
That's the only team that I agree with. If it's not Miz and Mizdow, it should just stay with Goldust and Stardust.
I wouldn't mind the Usos again.
But again, they had it for a while.
Maybe they will give it to the bullfighters, but if they give it to the bullfighters, I think
that's the only team that I'll just be like, I think I'm gonna just
quit.
Just flip everything over in my room and just be like, this is crap. Because they're more like a novelty group with the bull and,
Yeah, El Torito and
I don't want to see them with the belts. They don't have enough anything to have those titles.
Yeah.
Miz and Mizdow,
the only team I see winning it.
Those are the only guys that can carry those belts and make it mean something again.
Yeah.
Because what's the last, to me, honestly, what was the last tag team champions that actually made it mean anything?
The Outlaws.
That's exactly. Me and you are in sync right now. That's exactly what I had in my brain.
The Outlaws from the Attitude Era.
No, I mean recently.
Oh, recently?
Outlaws made it mean something.
I was going from the Attitude Era because they had, because
so you mean that you're saying that there hasn't been anything since?
I mean,
the Attitude Era. That's a big statement.
I mean, if you look at the tag team titles and the history of it before it became before they got those new belts and all that, because you had the World Tag Team titles, and then you had just the WWF Tag Team titles back in the Attitude Era. I think the only good champions out of that, honestly, in my opinion, were the New Age Outlaws. And that's going from the Attitude Era back in the 90s.
Okay, let's just talk about the last 2 years, let's say.
Okay, the last 2 years.
I'd say the Outlaws, just because they're so nostalgic that they made it mean something again.
Correct.
But who else? Like,
nobody.
Last 2, 3, even go back 5.
The Shield.
Oh, you know what? That's a good one. The Shield really made it mean something.
And that was just I think a year or two ago.
Yeah, I agree. That's for sure.
So the only two legitimate good tag team champions in WWE and WWF history were the Outlaws.
That's a big statement.
And the Shield.
I'd say the last 5 years. You're overdoing it.
No, but that's just me. I still think the two greatest tag teams in the WWF and now WWE are the Outlaws and the Shield. And if you give it to Miz and Mizdow on Sunday, make it 3.
They definitely will be the most entertaining tag team champions that's been around in years.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Shield, they're really good and fun in the ring. But they're not as entertaining as Miz and Mizdow.
The Shield wasn't entertaining. They weren't meant to be entertaining, okay?
They were just badasses.
And that's what the WWE wanted. They wanted a dominant tag team in Reigns, Ambrose, and Rollins to run the rough tracks over WWE, and they did that for a long time. Since their debut in 2013, since their debut. I think it was the 2013 Survivor Series.
I think I missed that.
I think it was. Yeah, it was. Then you run the rough tracks into WrestleMania at New Jersey, at MetLife.
Mm.
And you beat a formidable team. Back then, the formidable team was, you had the Big Show, you had Sheamus and Randy Orton, and you beat them? A formidable...
And then they were still undefeated, right?
And they were still undefeated. And that's when you had Ambrose winning the United States title, Reigns and Rollins going for the tag team gold, and they held that belt for a very long time.
And Dean Ambrose is the longest reigning WWE United States champion of all time.
Oh, yes.
So they have a lot of faith in Dean Ambrose a long time ago. And the poster I have, Dean Ambrose is bigger than the other two in the photo. Dean Ambrose is in the front as a bigger spectacle than the other two.
So, like I was saying, the only two good tag teams to ever hold the WWF and WWE now tag team titles were the Outlaws and the Shield. And I say, like I said, if you give it to Miz and Mizdow come Sunday, you're going to make it 3 because it's formidable and they entertain you. And that's what you want. Entertainment. Next up, I want to go into the Bray Wyatt Dean Ambrose segment.
Mm.
It's gotten really personal.
I like it a lot. I just...
Who do you think is going to win? I say...
To be honest, I have no clue.
I say Bray.
Because to me, it's less about the outcome and more about the match.
I say Bray.
So, I'll take it. I'll take any of them winning or losing. Because they're both awesome.
Oh, yeah, I say Bray.
I don't have anything negative to say about this rivalry, but I feel like that they're so similar that it's not too entertaining.
Right.
Like with Cena and Bray, they're like contrast, black and white.
Right.
But these two, they seem very similar. Maybe that's why it's not catching me too much. I'm looking forward more to the actual match than anything.
We'll see.
Applaud their promos and everything. They're awesome, both of them.
We're gonna see.
But they're kind of like, those two usually help with other people's promos. Like they uplift whoever they're together. So it's kind of like, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
I always go for Bray because he's my favorite right now. So.
Oh yeah, Bray Wyatt. They built him back to, I think, a good character. But finally, the one thing I want to talk about is that contract signing.
Oh, the contract signing, and Cena didn't have his whole team. It was just him coming out because I believe Sheamus got injured, right?
Sheamus got injured, and they played it off where Big Show was hurt, and then Ziggler was hurt. So you were down to just Cena. So he comes down and he runs his mouth, and he's talking to the Authority, and he brings up certain members of the Authority, like Kane, being in the shadows of his brother, the Undertaker. And being controlled by the magical urn. And then, you had the fact of Cena then going into... He actually put up a quote about sexual chocolate.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
And then he talked about the golden boy Seth Rollins. How you being a corporate sellout and all that, and how he could be better if he wasn't really a corporate sellout and all that. But... the fact is, you were thinking to yourself, okay, it's the Authority with, 6, 7 guys, I would say, maybe, against one guy. You were saying to yourself, who is going to be with Team Cena? Here comes Ziggler. Here comes Big Show.
Slumping out the Titantron area.
Now you're thinking, okay, there's 3. Surprise, surprise. Eric Rowan, I did not expect.
Yeah, that was very surprising, but so lame. And that just makes me feel like Team Cena's team is so lame. They have, let's list them. Eric Rowan, the newest member.
Right.
We got Dolph Ziggler.
Big Show. And now you have Ryback.
And Ryback, yeah. You tell me, Chris. Do you like this Ryback shoving us down? Like, I'm supposed to like Ryback, I feel. Like, they're making me feel like I don't like Ryback. He's alright.
They're bringing him back to when he first started.
They're trying to make me like him.
And it's not working.
It's not working for me.
It's not working for me either. Because they're bringing it to a standard again where he's just the guy that wants to feed. You know, feed him anything, feed him everything.
I'm the big guy.
He wants to stand alone.
Shut up with the big guy.
And honestly, I think he's going to turn on Cena Sunday.
That'll be good. Well,
he's going to walk out.
I don't know. I guess
he's going to walk out.
All right, but look at Team Authority. They're
Harper,
stacked.
Rusev, Henry.
That team is stacked.
Kane, Rollins.
That is an impressive lineup.
Of course.
Seth Rollins, you got the aerial architect, Seth Rollins, the leader. Then you got a bunch of muscle heads behind them.
Oh, yeah.
You got the world's strongest man. You got Kane.
And Luke Harper.
You got Luke Harper, which is the new IC champion. And you got Rusev, you got 2 champs and a Money in the Bank winner all on the same team.
And two former world champions.
If Team Cena wins, I don't know. I'm not to be totally honest. I'm not excited about that. I'm not excited about Team Cena and the whole. I'm supposed to root for Team Cena because they're the underdogs.
They're not gonna win.
Team Authority is stacked.
Oh, big time.
And I don't know.
But there's a wild card in play. There's a wild card.
Who's that?
Randy Orton.
Oh yeah, that's right. He may show up. He may not show up.
And if he shows up, who does he help? The Authority? Even though they've had their disagreements. Or does he go with Cena, who he's had a big disagreement with over the years, and helps him take the Authority out of power? That's your wild card.
The only thing that I hope for this is Vincent Kennedy McMahon comes out and kind of sits there to be like, sitting ringside.
Or he comes out after the match is over.
Yeah. Also, that's pretty cool too.
Because remember what he did with John Laurinaitis?
No, those are the years.
And over the limit a few years ago. Remember when Laurinaitis was in power at Monday Night Raw? And People Power? Mm-hmm. Oh, you might not remember. You might not remember.
I only know by,
You might not remember.
WWE Countdown.
Yeah. Vince came out. It was at Over the Limit, by the way. I remember. I think it was in New Jersey. And when Laurinaitis lost, Vince was out there, and Cena had him up for the AA, and this was after the match, by the way, and Vince goes, John Laurinaitis, you're fired. So what better way to do it again than to have Vince McMahon come out at the end of the Survivor Series match, and if the Authority somehow, quote unquote, loses, you tell your son-in-law and your daughter, you're fired? You're out of power? It's going to be good, yes. But I still think Team Authority wins.
You got anything else for Raw? Because that sums it up. And we could talk about other stuff, WWE Network stuff.
Well, Friday on SmackDown, there's a They're gonna have a Dean Ambrose survival kit segment. I wonder what
Oh yeah, I didn't. That's cool. Like, what is that?
I don't know. I gotta turn into SmackDown.
Tune into SmackDown.
Yeah,
I saw that you could check the spoilers, but I just want to enjoy it.
I usually do. But lately I haven't done the spoilers.
Yeah, I haven't done this. I haven't checked. I just want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But you told me earlier today before we started recording that WWE Network had a new Monday Night War. I missed it last night. It was about divas. I love the divas.
Had the new Monday Night War.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
It was about the women.
Sure.
It was about the involvement of the women in WWE and how they became prominent.
Trish, Lita,
Sable. You had Jackie.
She was stacked.
Yes. You had a lot of people. Ivory. Even Stephanie McMahon in there.
Yeah.
And how they fought off the competition of the WCW women, which barely had a women's division to start with.
Yeah, WCW was a joke, the women's division.
Because WCW didn't know how to evolve the women. WWE, Vince, and the WWE knew.
Is there something on something else other than Monday Night War? You
had last night, and I think it's going to begin on the WWE Network, the Macho Man Randy Savage story.
Wasn't it just a preview?
No, it was a story.
The whole thing?
I think it was the whole thing.
I think it was a preview, Chris.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
They said something about a preview on Raw. Like a sneak peek. I think it's maybe like 5 minutes or something.
I don't know, but
either way, it's like...
It's good to see. It's good. It's really, really good. That was about it. I mean, they're showing some old Survivor Series matches. Oh, and for all you subscribers to the SMS WWE Breaking News Alerts, there's a new match added to Survivor Series.
Oh, yeah, a Divas match.
A 5-on-5 Divas match.
Is it elimination?
I will...
Like Survivor Series style?
I will tell you right now. It is, of course, traditional Survivor Series elimination.
That's awesome.
It's Alicia Fox, Natalya, Naomi, and Emma. Really? Emma? They could have picked anybody better.
Emma's good.
I hate her. Versus Paige, Cameron, Summer Rae, and Layla. In a 5-on-5 Divas match. When do you ever see a 5-on-5 Divas match at Survivor Series? Never. I think that's the first time WWE is going to experiment with that.
That's awesome. That means women are getting...
They're getting the attention they deserve.
Hey, I'm not a woman speaker and equality and all that shit. I'm not that type of guy. But I do appreciate the women. And they're finally getting their due, getting a Survivor Series type match. That's awesome, man. They never got their due.
No, they never got the due because they're always viewed as role models, sex symbols, sex models, yada, yada, yada. It's good to see that WWE is finally coming to their senses and saying, listen.
And it's more than one Divas match.
Exactly. So you basically look at it. You got two Divas matches. You got AJ versus Nikki for the title, and then you got the 5-on-5 Divas match.
That's pretty awesome.
That's really good.
I think that I'm looking forward to that match. Not the outcome of the match, but that actual match in ring more than the main event. Because I never seen that before.
No.
I'm not excited about seeing Cena fighting Seth Rollins again. I'm not excited about that. I mind you, I want to know the outcome and the ending. But the match itself, I'm not too excited about.
No.
I'm more excited about that Divas match.
Yeah, that Divas match.
As far as watching the match play by play.
They finally upped the ante on Survivor Series. I think they want to get people to watch it. Mm-hmm. Because now, like I said, there's a first. That Divas match.
And that's funny that they're not promoting it as that. Our first blase blah for Divas. They should. Because that's a big milestone.
Maybe you'll get a little bit of a push for it on Friday night.
Hopefully. And maybe they'll announce it during the pay-per-view. Hopefully.
No, I think they're going to break it up to you on Friday.
That's awesome. There's no There's usually a Michael Cole interview. Did that happen? It's usually with Triple H, but recently they had Christian and
I usually get
and Jericho.
I usually get a message. I haven't gotten one in a long time.
So no interview this week. Well, maybe we're just blind to what happened, but
no, in the last couple of weeks, I don't think there's been.
No, they have been last week. Yeah, it was. It was Christian last week.
Because usually I get the SMS breaking news alert saying that watch the interview with Michael Cole and Triple H or whoever, yada yada yada.
No, the week before it was Chris Jericho. The last week it was Christian. Oh no, it's the opposite. It was Christian, then Chris Jericho.
Right.
Because Chris Jericho came back just for the UK tour for a week or whatever. But, I usually like the Hunter interviews.
Yeah.
Because, come on. Who out there is not going to say Triple H is at least in your top 5 of all time?
He's number
There's
1.
Something wrong with you in your brain.
If you're talking about all time...
Overall, of all time, I'd say Triple H is number 1.
Here's my top 5. Hunter's
number 1.
Taker's number 2.
Taker's number 2.
Sorry, Vanessa. Shawn Michaels is number 3.
Shawn Michaels.
You're going to think I'm crazy? You're going to think I'm crazy for this? Roman Reigns is number 4.
What? That's incredible. What's number 5?
Hulk Hogan.
Okay. Just because you did it, I'm going to do it. Just because I know off the top of my head. Number 5, the bad guy, Razor Ramon. When I was a kid, I loved him.
Okay.
Number 4 is gotta be... Well, this is more of the past, but number 4 for me is badass Billy Gunn.
Wow.
Because when I was a kid, I really liked him. Number 3, Stone Cold.
Oh, wow.
Number 2, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, of course.
Number 1, Triple H, the King of Kings, Triple H.
I forgot about Austin. Oh, shit.
This guy, Chris Coury, puts Roman Reigns ahead of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
God.
Everybody hearing out there know that this guy had an acid trip before he came here. He really took Stone Cold Steve Austin out of his top 5 to put Roman Reigns in it. That's all I have to say, and I'm just going to be quiet.
I know there's going to be a backlash about that. Oh, God, there's going to be a backlash.
Well, I know you honestly forgot about Austin.
I know about Austin, but... I still say...
Roman Reigns, come on! He's not even good in the ring yet. He's alright. I think he's new, and if I was going to go off of new guys, Bray Wyatt will be in my top 5.
So that's all time, but before we sign off, I want to you want to talk about new guys in WWE? I can give you the top 10 of my favorite new guys. Okay? I'll give you the top 10. I want to hear your top 10.
I think I can think of 5. 10 is too much for me.
10?
Give me 5, buddy.
No, I'm going to give you 10. I can give you 10 right off the bat. Number 10? You're talking...
New guys meaning, what, this year or just the last 5 years? Or
in the last 5 years.
Okay.
Luke Harper. Number 10. Number 9, Eric Rowan.
Boo. Keep going.
Number 8, Rusev. Number 7, Cesaro. Okay? Number 6, it's a push.
I think you're just making it up along the way.
No.
I don't think you got 10. I think you got 5.
Okay, we're going to go. You want to go 5 then?
Let's do 5.
Okay.
A solid 5.
Okay, 5. Harper is number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan's number 4. Rusev is number 3. Rollins is number 2. Number 1 is Cesaro.
I'm going to hit you with my new guy list. Last 5 years. And I pretty much missed 3 of those 5 years, so excuse this.
All right.
And this... Right?
All right.
Number 5... This is not in order.
Okay.
Number 5, Bray Wyatt. Which is really number 1.
Oh, of course.
Number 2, his brother, Bo Dallas.
Oh, God, no.
Number 3, I have to say, because I'm new to the product, CM Punk.
Oh, wow. The retired CM Punk.
Yeah. By the way, he's writing for Marvel. And
Really?
He's writing a Thor annual.
Really?
And he's writing the whole thing.
Oh, shit.
So he's not doing nothing.
Okay.
So I got 2 more, right?
Yes.
Let's say Seth Rollins. And the last one, that's hard. I guess because I know this doesn't really count, but Randy Orton. I always love Randy.
Yeah.
He's not technically 5 years within that.
He's
Randy
10,
Orton,
he's 12 years. He's like 10, 12 years.
Randy Orton is one of my, if I was to redo my all-time list, he's going to have to be shoved in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's our list, people. That was We Love It Raw. A sprinkle of other things. Hey, I got WWE 2K15. And I played just a tad bit. I wish I could give you a better review of it, but all I got is the graphics are better. And there's a lot of things missing, man. There's a lot of clothes missing. There's a lot of stuff missing. I'm not happy so far. But you know what? I'm going to beat the game, and hopefully the clothes will come with it and all the other stuff that's missing.
Yeah.
Because I like variety when I'm making my character.
Right, of course. And I'm waiting for the downloadable content to come out. They said later this year, but the majority of it's going to come out by April 2015, so I'm waiting.
You know what's pretty awesome? That if you go online to download stuff that other people put up, they have like faces, like actual people's faces, and it's kind of creepy.
I saw that. I saw that.
It's creepy, don't you think?
Oh,
it's
dude.
Like they're putting a human face on a fake, like, cartoon body.
Dude, it is creepy as... See? First look.
First look.
The Macho Man Randy Savage story. So that's a first look. So that sounds like it's an entire thing at it.
No, it's first look. That means they're going to give you...
But it's good to see that they're going to respect Macho Man Randy Savage, though.
Yeah. He should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't understand what's going
on. But if
on.
they're going to put him in the Hall of Fame, they got to put the entire family in.
That's what he wants, but whatever. Besides, what I was saying is, they even had you could put actual real photos now, which wasn't possible before. They had Lil Wayne. They had Lil Wayne's face, and it would be so creepy if they...
Lil Wayne
and all his tattoos on his neck.
Oh, whose body?
I don't know, but if they wanted to create a Lil Wayne, all they had to do was download that picture, and then they could just make Lil Wayne.
Yo, that's creepy as shit.
And I haven't seen it yet, you put in your face, but I'm assuming...
Yeah,
when I was a kid, I had the Sims, the original Sims.
So did I.
And I put my face, my actual face on the Sims. It freaked me out.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God, I'm putting my old face back. I had nightmares. Because everyone else looks like a cartoon. And then you have a realistic face.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. I don't know. I guess I got to test the waters this weekend with the WWE game, but... You did that with your character? You put your face?
No. Hell no.
Wow.
No.
That's
you don't want to see this face on a character. God, I'll break my TV and my PlayStation.
Break the game, man.
But I'm gonna break in some news around here about next week's show. Next week's show, as you know, is gonna be the day. It's gonna be the post Survivor Series, and next week we're gonna focus mainly our attention. I want to focus our attention mainly on Survivor Series and not Raw next week.
Yeah.
So next week there will be no Raw review. It's just going to be focusing on Survivor Series.
We could touch on it. Only if it's noteworthy.
Noteworthy. But
if there's something amazing that happens, we got to talk about it.
Yeah, but as of now...
I get what you're saying.
As of now...
Let's just stay the course.
As of now, no Raw review for next week. There will be a post-Survivor Series. We're going to spend the majority of our time...
It will come out the same day, but...
Yeah, we're going to dissect it from top to bottom, match by match. Survivor Series next week, so be on the lookout for that.
And to end it on a weird note, this better be good, this pay-per-view, because this is the only month they made it free for the WWE Network.
So that's
if it doesn't turn out great, those people that are giving it a chance are gonna be like, this is crap. Why did I'm not buying this.
Yeah, but,
this is crap.
They're gonna miss out on all the good content. All your former Survivor Series matches from years past, from the beginning, from the inaugural season.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say, the fans that they have, the 4 point whatever million that they have, you're gonna have. But what I'm saying is The Attitude Era numbers are like 6 million, 7 million
Yes,
a week.
right.
We need those fans back.
So that's why I think they're pushing. That's why I think they added that last match to give it a push. Listen, watch Survivor Series. You're not going to regret it. We're giving it to you for new subscribers for free. You're not going to be disappointed. I don't think you will be disappointed. Honestly, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I still think this Survivor Series will be one of the best ever. Not the best ever, not number one. But if you had to look at it from pay-per-view wise over the last couple of years of Survivor Series, my top 5, if this turns out to be good, this could be number 3. The number 1 Survivor Series I thought was good was the one I went to in 2011. Rock and Cena teaming?
I missed that one.
That was at Madison, it was at Madison Square Garden. I was out there. That was my first pay-per-view ever. I enjoyed that. Oh my god. Experience was like, that was my second pay-per-view ever. But a first big one, I was like, goosebumps. And I went with my friend Joe Dolino and all that.
Let me say one more thing about last week's episode of the Monday Night War. I saw it with The Rock, right?
Right.
Why does he, like, they show him an interview before he got in to the WWE, and then an interview afterwards. Why does he sound like the whitest person on the planet now? Well, you know, me and Hunter, when we had those matches.
Yeah.
Well, you know, what happened to you, Rock?
I know.
You used to be a suave, and is this an act when you talk like The Rock?
Yeah.
You sound like a phony. Pick a voice, buddy. You got anything else to say, Chris? Signing off?
That's about it.
Signing off?
Like I said, just tune in Sunday to WWE Network. If you're a new subscriber, you're getting it for free. So try to spread the word to your fellow wrestling fans that the WWE Network for the remainder of this month is for free. You don't have much time left. You have about 2 weeks left to it expires and all that. So sign up for free. If you want to keep it, it's $9.99 a month. There's no commitment charges now.
Forget about the WWE Network. Subscribe to Watch the Podcast YouTube. And give us some views, people. What happened to all our fans? You guys are gone. Is it too cold? You guys are hiding in your house? Give us the views. Tell a friend. Some of you guys on Facebook are like, hey, where's you guys' reviews? Why haven't you put it up yet? You same guys, I appreciate everything you're doing.
And we haven't
but please share it.
But we haven't been getting comments from people on YouTube.
That either. I have to start digging in the crates and start looking for new fans because we lost all of our fans.
Yeah.
And it's mainly my fault. Technology problems, life problems, you can sympathize. But signing off, Chris Coury the Future, and Mr. Caldero, and we will see you next week for the Survivor Series 2014 review. Peace!